Scrambled eggs are an essential for everybody to know how to make, and they seem so easy, but there's a couple of tricks that I think will help you make them even better every morning. I'm Gabriela Rodiles. I am a Sigma Kappa from the Theta Omicron chapter at Arizona State University, and I'm going to show you my simple way to make perfect scrambled eggs. So what we're going to start off with are just 2 eggs. You can use as many as you want. You can make them for a crowd. You can make them just for yourself. For me, I have 2 brown eggs here. I'm using large eggs. You guys might wonder if there is indeed a difference between brown and white eggs. To be honest, there's not. It's just, there's no taste difference at least, but the different shell color comes from what animal it came from. Sometimes they lay brown eggs, sometimes they lay white eggs, blue eggs, you never know. So they all taste the same. So I have 2 eggs here that I've cracked, and I'm going to use a fork to whip them up. I think a fork is way easier than a whisk. Whisks are so hard to clean, and for just 2 eggs, all you need is a fork. You'll notice that I cracked the eggs into a little deli container. These are so easy to whip eggs in. This is one of my tricks because you can hold it at an angle, you can grasp it nice and tightly, and you can use the fork and kind of beat against the side to help really get a great fluffy whip in there. So we're going to beat this pretty well until there is absolutely no separation between the whites and the yolks anymore. So let's beat really fast. Here we go. Use that arm. Okay, well, there. So I can still kind of see some separation of the whites. So I'm whisking really fast. In culinary school, I got in so much trouble for having any remnants of the whites not whisked into the yolks properly when we were making a French omelet, and so now I'm scarred. I can't leave any of them in there. This is the next trick. People always ask, do I add water? Do I add milk? Do I add heavy cream? What do I do? So for me, I always have water. I have it in my sink at all times or in my fridge. So I'm just going to add a little splash. I like to add water because it helps keep the eggs really light and fluffy. However, if you like to have really rich and creamy eggs, you could always add a splash of milk or heavy cream, and that will really help add to the richness. So now what's next? We gotta season our eggs because we season everything when we cook. So I'm gonna add a little pinch of salt. When you're cooking with eggs, you want to use non-stick versus stainless steel because things are much more likely to stick in stainless steel. Although you can use them for pretty much anything, we want to give ourselves a little insurance. So we're going to use non-stick. We're going to heat it up to a low, medium-low heat. We're going to add a generous amount of olive oil or butter because butter makes everything better. We're going to just heat that gently. Then we're going to add in our eggs and we're going to stir nice and slow. I think it's a big misconception that every time you make eggs, you have that heat on and make them fast. In this case, low and slow will give you beautiful, creamy, luscious eggs that will taste like you got them straight at a restaurant. So let's head over to the stove and we'll cook those up. Guys, I have my heat at about medium here, and I have my pan heating up. I have about a teaspoon or so. Didn't really measure. You want to just coat the pan with enough oil of your choice so that you get yourself a good slippery surface area so you don't get any stickage. So now we're gonna just pour in our eggs that we already whisked really nicely. My dream egg is cooked nice and low and slow. As we start to see the sides set, we'll kind of pull it in and create these beautiful little curdles of almost like perfect little egg bites. So I'll just keep scraping the sides and go slow. So now you can see the pan is heating up more because we're cooking here on the sides. This is the critical point. We are almost done. So for me, I like my eggs super creamy. So I am going to pull them off pretty quickly here. But if you like your eggs cooked more all the way through, you can leave them. If you wanted to add cheese, now would be the time to add cheese because that is where it would melt right on top of your eggs here perfectly. Okay guys, check out our eggs. They look so beautiful. They're so light, fluffy, and I can already tell they're gonna taste creamy. Let's take a bite. Wow. So light and perfectly seasoned from that kosher salt we added in, and just some simple black pepper is really all you need on top. Wow, I hope this inspires you guys to make a new batch of scrambled eggs for your weekend brunch or to start your day in the morning. If you want to see even more videos from Sigma Kappa, you should subscribe down below, and also look at the video description to find out how you can get featured on more of the Spark videos. Thanks for watching. I'm Gabriela Rodiles. You can find even more recipes from me on gourmetgab.com and follow me on Instagram, gourmet_gab, for more recipe inspiration. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.